Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25,
5, 10, 15, 20, 27-yard line. Yeah.
So
all right, it's the beginning of the quarter. I will come at you at the end of the quarter.
By the well-traveled veteran QB from
and
LSU.
Yeah, that is not Matt Flynn or whatever. Yeah, that's my guy. If y'all haven't figured it out by now, yeah, you're never going to figure it out. All right, I'll be back at the end of the quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 3-19.
Again, here's Blount. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy, too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now. Doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on second down. Rush completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it here with Blunt. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Blunt. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Blunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Malcolm Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Sorry, don't mean to prolong the quarter too long, but I want to see if he 1 foot, 2 foot. Man, I think that ball dropped on the line.
It's a 7-yard
I ain't gonna
gain
argue
there.
with it.
I
can't afford the timeout. Oh, quarter's over. He was not out of bounds, so
before they can run another play, the
Eagles
clock hits
14,
the
Cowboys nothing at the end of 1 quarter. We'll come at you near the end of the second quarter. Thank you.
EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Again to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Blue line.
From the gun. Rush. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards.
Apparently, South Park Defected Butthole had an update.
About 4 more.
Yay! I don't know.
The coaching staff's doing a good job.
I'll be back near the end of the quarter again. I just wanted to let you know that's what it was.
They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Rush. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they take possession.
Yeah, that's screwed up.
Have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And
like that, we blitzed and we smacked them.
They went empty set. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a carry for Blunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 30.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down.
First time we went to O'Leary there on that one. It's like we don't go to O'Leary. Hold on, we'll go to him one time.
Especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Blunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Terrence Williams getting ready to go again here on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Looking to throw on second down. Rush. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sproles, the return. That's a strong running. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. So a minute
2-minute warning.
In this first
Eagles up 21-0 over the Cowboys.
We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Minute left in the quarter. We're going to talk here a little bit about this game. You like that? We're going to go for the field goal. This guy can make one.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw here. And running with power here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards that time for number 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages
That's
of
great.
the first half.
Brandon, this is why
they're
golfers
gonna get
do their
one
best
play.
to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee.
And that's it. They're going to do the time, and that's it. 21.
So
should have had 28, but I don't know what happened with that pass. This guy's only thrown 3. All right, Larry, take over.
Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys trail at home at halftime. The Eagles will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Now, 1st and 10, Aguilar is by himself here, and he'll end up at the 35-yard line before being tackled. Eagles have it later on the drive. Blunt's going to take it up the middle, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 7. Late in the first quarter, Mitchell's got the reception, and that's a house call. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Offense on the field now after the pick. Mills is going to push his way to the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Following the forced fumble, Blunt's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he capped off the 8-play drive with a touchdown, which takes the lead to 21. Final seconds in the first half. The pass.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume
Don't
play.
want to see the last play. All right, it's the kickoff. The Eagles have to kick the ball off at this half here.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
See, that was a knelt with the ball with like 4 seconds
and
left.
they will not
I'd
get a
have
chance to
bombed
return this one
because
as
if I
it's
score,
through the end
I get
zone
the
for a
ball here.
touchback.
If I could score,
Out
that's
come the
14.
Cowboys now as he'll go
All right,
on
we'll come
offense
at you
first here in
quarter.
this
This is the third quarter.
They
Eagles
come
up
out here
21-0.
with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Rush gets it to Bryce Butler complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Rush. He's got his man. It's Williams. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Now Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Thought they had something.
That's how you do reception. Jalen Mills, he returned it for about 30, 40 yards.
Until that interception.
I mean, he picked it off at the 30, ran it 10, he ran it 20, almost 25 yards, maybe 30.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blount, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
I know what this is, pass interference. I know it.
A good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, them? Oh.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well.
Well, wait a minute. If it's on the offense, that's not me. It's them. All right, they're confused. Did I actually pick off the ball?
Rush throwing over the middle, but It's incomplete.
Nah, I don't think so.
Cole Beasley, the intended target.
Well, it was pass interference on me.
Down.
I know it was.
Let's
I
face it,
shoved
if you want to get
the
back
guy.
into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there.
All right, I'll be
Gotta
quiet
be able
again.
to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Rush to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Sproles. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll look to throw here. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty.
But what did we do?
On the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too
All
bad,
right, the
isn't it?
down's
They were feeling
over
pretty
again.
good
That's
about
all
it.
right.
Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia.
Didn't work like I thought it was going to work.
And now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here we go now!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Look. Plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. But when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down.
There should be a penalty for me running into the kicker. I ran into the guy, yeah.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Because I'm pissed off. No one's ever blocked my punt, ever.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the
And they're going to kick from
conversation
midfield
post,
instead.
because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Well, it's
for
now
a
7
touchback.
points for them.
The Eagles coming out as
I was
they
going to
get
go
ready.
for it, but then they would have had a ball there to score almost. I should have went for it. I would have had a better play. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so it's 28-7. I thought I was going to have a shutout, but I never have a shutout.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to throw. Staying on his feet. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Fuck you! It was complete!
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No, we're challying. There's nothing to challenge. How the fuck is there nothing to fucking challenge?
Balls, I think, are the toughest one.
I'm going to try one more time, see if you can challenge. No, there's nothing to challenge. I'm challenging to complete. See, that's the thing. You got to let me challenge what I want to challenge. Ah, now he's screwing up.
It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end...
Nah, you got to let me challenge what I want to challenge. I want to challenge that it was complete. The guy was inbounds. There's nothing to challenge there. Fuck you. There's something to challenge. That's like that movie. He's like, fuckers are fast too. Beep. What? Fuck you. Beep.
And a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure... continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
This is the end of the quarter coming up. Might be the last play of the quarter if they get it off here.
Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped
and we're at the end of the quarter. The Eagles are up 28-7. The Eagles 28, Cowboys 7. Over a stupid punt.
More pressure at the passer.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. A lot of folks starting to make their way. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Space to run past the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
My quarterback knows how to run,
Another
too.
Nice gain, 16
All right,
yards
we'll be back
there,
near the end of the quarter.
Again. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So
sorry about the slow kick. I was on the phone for a minute, looking at my cell phone.
And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush. And his throw here's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. Third down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that will be incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Interesting quirk in the schedule coming up for the Cowboys. Typically, you get 10 days off after these Thanksgiving games, but this year they play next Thursday. They get their 3rd straight home game, this time hosting the Redskins.
You never know how the schedule's going to fall. You're right, it has been tradition. Thanksgiving game, 10 days off, but not in this case. A nice little stretch for Dallas. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 3rd down. Rush out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Gonna hook up over the middle to Pryor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first down, Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wentz to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the
For
first.
the 2-minute warning, it's Eagles 42, Cowboys 7. Eagles are ripping them apart. That touchdown's only because of their fake, not the fake punt, but the punt that got blocked. Offensively, they can't
so it's
throw.
Eagle football here as
Defensively,
we get you
they
reset.
can't stop.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
I'm screaming for pass interference. They have my guy all tied up.
There on that
A bunch of hands.
They really turned it loose,
Hey.
didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Wentz. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down. Rush. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wins to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Should we go for the end zone play or should we go for the... No.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead
tried
grows even
the field
further.
goal, and it worked.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further.
Practice our field goal
fourth.
kicking.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Well, 1 second left. They're not going to do anything with it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
We're doing... That was a short kick, and it was 1
Here
second.
comes
Well,
Ryan
that's why we
Switzer to
did it.
return
That's why we did it, so they didn't even have a shot at
Well, in
anything.
this one, partner, we had some action all the way down
So
to the
this
final
game is
whistle there
over.
with the
1
late
minute
points,
under
and
the
then
limit.
the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So this game is
So
over.
for
The Eagles, the final score is
they keep on
52.
rolling, 10-0
Cowboys 7.
now to start
I'm
the
10-0,
year.
baby.
And they'll head
Yeah.
back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Look at that. I
Meanwhile,
scored all
for the
them
Cowboys,
points.
They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back.
Well,
in
they're not
action
going to get to
Thursday
the
afternoon
division.
at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional
They're not going to
Thanksgiving
get the
Day
division
game
because
in
if they
Dallas.
win 6 games, that'll get them 9-7. They can't win the div. They could have if they beat me, but they didn't. So hey. So that's the end of the game here, folks. Final score: the Eagles 52, the Cowboys 7. And we're going to cut you off here because it's been an hour, so that's it. So we'll see you next week for the next game. Bye-bye, everybody. Well, we can tell you what the next game's going to be. Actually, no, we're not going to do that right now because we have points to spend and I don't feel like spending them now. So I'll catch y'all later. Bye.